Okay. Do a small amount of leveling off camera. Let's see. So, one shy of having Meteora Han, but hopefully it'll be okay. Let's get going. We got a cutscene to see again.
Is this the deepest part of the abyss of time?
You think? It's no different than the rest of the ones we've seen.
But that fits logically. Which means the abyss's origin, the reason for the time skips, is here.
Oh, there's something I had to tell you all. It was in the papers about the abyss of time I mentioned before.
Did you find something?
If the report is correct, this place came into existence as a reaction to the creation of Tartarus.
A reaction?
The gigantic tower rising so high left a gigantic hole in its place. That's the abyss.
Does that mean they've known about this place for 10 years?
They decided it would be harmless if left alone, since it would probably disappear with Tartarus.
How'd that work out for them?
But it also said that since the abyss is just a byproduct, there should be no shadows in it.
Wait a sec. There's a friggin' ton of shadows here. And if it was supposed to go poof along with Tartarus, why are we standing in it now? Did they forget a decimal place or something?
No, their logic makes sense. What was supposed to vanish is still here because of some force. One side's removal caused an imbalance.
What could that force be?
Who knows? Maybe it's somewhere down here. One thing's certain, though. It's deeply connected to all of you.
What's up with that? What the hell did we do to deserve this?
Well, there's another door. If that's here, then maybe...
What's going on? Is that the big reason behind all this?
If we leave out Igus, Metis, and me, whose past is left?
Hey, yeah. Who else was there that had powers like ours?
Who cares? There's no use speculating with it staring us in the face. We'll know once we open it.
Whatever that reason is, it's strong enough to keep the abyss of time from disappearing. And we've come to erase that reason. We could be in for a battle. We should be very prepared before entering.
It would be nice if they gave you the option to save here.
She's right. This appears to be our goal. Don't worry, we can do this.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what they were thinking setting it up like this.
You're... Wait! Please, wait! No! Don't go! I promised to protect you. I dedicated my life to that purpose. But I can't fulfill that purpose anymore. There's nothing more I can do. Can I continue to live this way? Does my life have a meaning? If so, I wish I could return to being a mere machine. Huh? That's the cause?
Don't look at me.
But, well... I didn't expect that we'd get to see him again, although he did have his back turned.
Indeed.
But what's it mean? That looked like it was Aigus's memory. What kind of a clue is that? Aigus didn't have to awaken to her persona abilities, right?
No, she did. She awakened to the special power he had. Aigus, what was that? When did it happen?
I always woke up to that. It was so painful to lose him. I withdrew into my room, unable to do anything. For a while, I did nothing but chase after him in my dreams. Aigus.
Sister.
But after a while, I stopped dreaming entirely. It felt like a weight on my chest lightened and fell off. That must have been the last of the dreams I had. But I don't see what that has to do with my awakening.
Sister, are you still in pain? The person we saw, he's the one who had the same kind of power as you, isn't he?
So that's the big cause of all this? That didn't explain anything.
Don't you get it? What we saw was only my sister's memory. But all of you want to see him again, right? Then the answer is obvious.
What's that supposed to mean?
I said at the start was right all along. The fastest way to solve this would be to eliminate all of you.
So, that means that figure we keep seeing is...
Wait, something's wrong.
What the...
Just as I thought. It's coming. The monster that's taken the shape of your regrets.
Is that...
You gotta be kidding. That can't be.
This is the reason for everything. From the Abyss of Time's failure to disappear to the presence of shadows. This was born from all of you.
This is our regrets given form.
Leave it to me!
I understand. Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Persona!
I end up having to...
Watch it. Light won't work on the enemy.
If I end up having to do this again, I'm definitely going to speed through the cutscene beforehand.
I'll show you my true power! Appear!
Athena. Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
I need your help!
That would be a smart idea, wouldn't it?
Persona! Pierce attacks aren't working!
I won't lose.
Yeah, he's got very spooky eyes.
It doesn't seem like darkness will work.
Watch this.
I need your help! Persona!
I'll show you my true power!
Watch this.
Oh, I love seeing it reflect its own attack back at itself.
Piercing attacks.
Persona!
Ah, come on.
Persona! Hang in there! Appear!
I'm shooting for my own SP, though. Ah. Yeah. There. Okay, good.
How can he use call enemy?
Very weird.
I'll scan the target.
Let's see. Yeah.
weakness.
At least we can attack it with piercing attacks. It really seems to be gunning for you, Kari.
Persona! Ah! Hang in there!
Maybe I should take her off of healing duty. He's a little bit too liberal with his. Ha ha! Oh, that was wonderful.
I understand. Leave it to me!
Really? No. I want that.
Persona! Persona! I won't lose! Why is it using Isis?
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Okay, good. I'm not weak against it. And let's just see. I definitely don't want to use you. Also don't want to use you. Stick with this one though. Paragon.
Persona!
Come on.
Ah!
Wind won't work. Use a different attack.
Yes, I figured.
Take this! Up here!
Shooting it in the face works. Ah, yes.
I need your help!
Ah, come on.
Persona! I won't miss! Up here!
Is it just gunning for everyone who still has Makara Karn up? Is it intentionally doing this? Or is it just dumb?
Leave it to me! Firing!
Oh, come on.
Persona! I won't lose!
I'd rather you healed me.
Up here!
Okay. Oh dear. Hey, Yukari, can you heal us? Please?
Persona! Here! Hang in there!
Well, looks like she finally decided to, do something about it. And now it's doubled over just like him.
I need your help!
It's actually kind of sad.
Hang in there!
Yeah. Aw, it hasn't gone down yet. There we go. Oh. Eh. Okay, fair warning. The upcoming cutscene is going to be a little bit gruesome.
We did it.
Yeah. I was not kidding when I said it would be gruesome. I've never actually seen that thing in full, but I saw just enough to know that it was going to be, something.
That was the monster born from us? But it was...
Yes, its powers and form were familiar, but it was a shadow.
You are correct.
Wait, but that makes no sense. Persona users are supposed to beat shadows, right?
What are you talking about? Don't tell me you've been fighting them this whole time without knowing. Personas and shadows are the same thing. That's why you're able to fight them in the first place. Did you all think that shadows were mysterious invaders or something? Shadows are the lower parts of the psyche everyone has. Suppressed human thoughts given physical form. When people are unable to face their darker selves, they break loose, free from all control. But sometimes, humans with special awareness can tame their shadows. Those are persona users.
So personas and shadows, they're the same thing, just different names?
Yeah, basically.
If someone was able to create my sister and myself, wouldn't he have had to understand this?
All those people lost their lives.
Then, the reason for all this is our personas?
The shadow's power affects time and even space. Through your personas, your unspoken desires were manifested. You can't stand to see time move on. You don't want to accept your loss of someone precious. It was by each of your wishes that time stopped moving forward. And as a result, you became trapped here.
So basically, the Abyss of Time is like a palace of sorts.
So we trapped ourselves. Huh. It's almost funny.
Whatever the reason was, we beat that thing. We won. That should solve all this, right?
Yes, that is correct. If we return to the dorm, we may be able to go outside.
Whoa, what's this? When did I...
Is this a key? You should be able to leave using those keys. Once you make it outside, the Abyss of Time should disappear on its own.
Finally. Geez, I'm glad this didn't end up taking another year.
Tell me about it.
But these keys, there's 8 of them.
That's because each of you played a part in bringing this about. The door probably won't open unless all 8 are used at once.
Strength of heart when united is barred by no door. Those words.
So it'll open if we're all around, is that right? Then let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah, come on.
So are we just gonna waltz out through the front door?
I mean, I guess so. I presume that's how this would work.
That door, or another one. There's still one closed door that doesn't connect to the outside world. The main entrance, or that door. It's one or the other.
A door that doesn't connect to the outside world.
Are you talking about the door to his room? I just assumed someone had locked it.
That door has the same feel as the doors to the past we've been going through up to now.
What do you mean by one or the other? If we open it, won't it just connect to another past?
That's right. If you go through the entrance, you'll return to the present, but that door leads to the past.
The past?
The world of the past. You've all been there many times now. But this time, the abyss will disappear once you go through the door. You'll be in the true past.
Is that true?
Why would I lie about something like this? If you don't believe me, then why don't you try leaving through the entrance?
To accept the past or to revisit it. You're saying that in the end, we have to choose.
What do you want to do?
I'll go along with whatever you decide, sister. That way, I'll finally be able to save you from this cursed fate. To be honest, that's all I care about.
Hello, Star. You just missed us actually beating up the boss and seeing the gruesome cutscene afterwards.
Cursed fate?
Which one are you going to choose, sister?
Hey, why don't we go back to the dorm first?
Good idea, Junpei.
This is way too heavy to decide right here.
I agree.
You decided to return to the lounge.
What the?
This doesn't look good.
What are all these cracks?
This is bad. It's becoming unstable. It should last a little longer, but we don't have much time. If the fault extends to the door, we may not be able to leave even with the keys.
It's just one thing after another, isn't it?
I didn't mean to break it!
So, what's the plan? I mean, no one's seriously thinking about going back to the past, right?
The palace can't collapse yet, we're still in it!
I've been thinking. Why do you think he died?
This is an odd time to be bringing that up, Ken.
They never figured out the cause of death at the hospital, right?
That is a good question, isn't it?
Well, that's...
Personally, I still think it's because he used all his power to accomplish that miracle. In other words, we were saved because he gave up his life. He gave everything for us, so it doesn't seem right to undo all his work on our own. Ken-kun.
It also suddenly hit me that I guess this is probably going to be a cutscene-heavy, stream day. Whoops.
I'm with Ken.
And again, we're heading towards the, end game, so...
We've all seen what kind of resolve it takes to face death. That resolve, and what it brought about. There's no way we can cancel that out on our own whims. Even if it hurts, we have to deal with it and accept the present.
Yukari, what about you?
You're all about the here and now, right, Yucatan? I mean, you say it all the time. You gotta look forward.
I want to go back to the time before the last battle. When I thought about how he protected us, I kept telling myself that I have to keep looking forward. That's why I started going to cram school and spending less time goofing off. But I can't lie to myself. If there's a way for him to come back, I'll take it, no matter what.
Yukari.
Yukari.
That's what I said.
So, you're giving up? Are you saying you don't have the strength to face reality? After all the things we've gone through, you're just gonna throw in the towel in the fight against yourself?
Oh yeah, you're really one to be throwing around all those high-minded ideals. If you really thought something was that precious to you, you'd want to protect it no matter what. Don't you understand? We can go back and fix things. Are you seriously just gonna let a chance like this go?
Then I'll ask you this. If I said I wanted to undo your father's death, Would you do it? Even if there was a way to reverse Shinji and Miki's death, I'd flat out refuse. Nothing in the past was a waste. You're just making excuses.
Hey, you keep mentioning death. Are you saying the person who saved you all didn't just leave?
Oh, Metis, honey.
That's correct. He passed away.
What? Why didn't you tell me before?
Why? But you've never met him.
Anyway, what do the rest of you think?
I don't know. I get second thoughts when I think about going back to when Chidori died. I definitely see what Akihiko-senpai is trying to say. When you get down to it, though, I hate to say this, but I'm just too scared to do that battle over.
What's wrong with you? Are you saying you're scared to die, but it's okay if he does?
That's not what I said. I mean, have you really thought this through? Going back to before that battle means we have to fight Nyx again. Did you ever think about what might happen if we lose this time?
It's the same thing. Either way, all it means is that you're just scared. And you two are no better. All that talk about accepting the present is because when you get down to it, you only care about yourselves.
What?
How can you say that? There's no use going around and around like this. We're never gonna reach an agreement. So if no one gives in, we'll have to settle this another way.
Another way. Yukari-chan, you don't mean...
Taking the keys by force. That'll work too, right?
It's true that the 8 keys will merge if they're brought together, even against their holders' wishes. But if it comes to a fight, I'll protect my sister with everything I have.
So, yeah, here's the reason why I kinda focused a lot on having Metis in my party all the time.
These keys represent each of your strength of heart. If you take my sister's, she may lose her life.
What do you mean?
You're only thinking of what's best for you. The person with my sister's power died of unknown causes, didn't he? Did any of you ever stop to think that maybe the same thing could happen to her? I came to protect her. But
Oh, Metis, honey.
I won't make another mistake. I'll do whatever it takes to save her.
Metis.
Aika-san, which door are you thinking about unlocking?
I can't decide right now which is more important, the past or the present.
So you're just gonna run away? Again? Just like the day we said our farewells to him, and you were the only one who didn't show up. You got to hear his last words. You even made him a promise. But here you are, still running. Why were you the one who inherited his power when you can't even make up your mind?
Yeah. Yukari, I love you, but you are genuinely being an ass right now.
I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna lose to someone like you.
Yukari-chan, are you really going to fight?
This decision hinges upon someone precious to us all. Our differences can't be settled with a compromise. No matter what Aigis decides, we have no choice but to fight.
Yeah. Yeah, do we have to, like, resort to actual punching? Can we just have a pillow fight in the dorm right here? I mean, can we really afford a protracted fight with the dorm literally cracking up under our feet?
And I've made my decision as well. I'm going to stand with Yukari.
Senpai,
You're taking her side? Are you serious? I know you well enough to tell your mind's made up. All right.
Everyone! It's decided then. Follow me. I'll lead you to a place suitable for battle. If we fight there, no one can appeal the result.
I mean, we could have the fight up here. I don't think anybody would be able to appeal the result here either.
Hey!
The friendship has been split. How will you make your final decision? The air is thick with tension. Let's hurry up and go. I want to go back to the past. I want to save him. So I'll get those keys no matter what. I can't go along with a gamble that big. I fought alongside him for an entire year. I don't want all of that to go to waste. So I can't go back to the past. I won't hand over my key. Guys, if we keep fighting over the keys like this, something awful might happen to Aigis. That's just an excuse to keep this from getting serious. All Metis cares about is Aigis. How can we trust her? Even if we did, we're supposed to just accept that taking this mysterious key will kill her? What a load of crap. Time we spent with him means a lot to me, and I'm not letting anyone waltz in to undo it. Will you guys just stop and think? Why are we fighting? We've helped each other up till now every step of the way. What about that, huh? You guys better talk this over, because I ain't letting anyone use the key until we're all agreed on what to do. And if anyone's a sore loser about it, I'll kick all your asses just to calm you down. That's enough. We'll depart once Sister is prepared. Let me know when you're ready. Yeah, Akihiko's kind of being a bit of an ass too, but not quite as bad as Yukari's being. They're both being asses for different reasons. as an aside, this is one of the things that I like about P3's characterization over P5. Yeah, it's going great. I like the fact that they disagree so vehemently. And I love the fact that they actually have a three-way conflict going here. You have Yukari wanting to go to the past, Akihiko wanting to just move on and keep going through to the future, and you have poor Junpei in the middle, basically being like, "Can we calm down for 5 minutes and talk about this like civilized people?" And like, that's something that P5 really was lacking. Like, people actually having disagreements, like actually being like, no, we should do things this way, or we should take this option or that option. Like, you can feel that these guys are actually friends better than that their friendship is hard won rather than just sort of handed to them. They don't always agree, but at the end of the day, they still end up being friends. Yeah, exactly. Like, it doesn't really feel like a very strong, it doesn't really feel like a very strong argument. Like, it doesn't feel like they're actually disagreeing about anything. Like, they're not really in conflict. It feels like if I remember correctly, it feels more like they were all just sort of freaking out and lashing out at each other, but not in the same way that Yukari here was lashing out at everybody. Like, yeah, Yukari was very blatantly lashing out and being an ass to everybody, but it was also like, she was being an ass specifically to, she was being a specific ass to people. Like, she was getting at them, she was hitting them where it hurt. Like, I wouldn't say it was constructive, but like, she was getting stuff done. And like, there's an actual conflict between what they want to do, how they want to handle their grief, basically. Some of them want to move on, some of them can't move on yet, or don't feel ready to move on yet. And like, you can see where everybody is coming from, even if they're being really mean to each other and lashing out. It's true that it's been really lonely since he's been gone, but that's no reason to go back and change the past. I think we should let his actions stand as they are and worry more about getting out of this alive. Aige-san, you're teaming up with Meta-san, right? Well, Akihiko-san seems to feel the same way as me, so I'm planning on fighting alongside him. And another thing that I like about P3 over the P3 interactions over P5 is, you know, you get the sense that you can form different factions within the group. I mean, in this case, poor Junpei and Koromaru are kind of paired up by default, but everybody else ultimately makes sense. It's true that if we could do things over again, he might not have to die. Can't blame anyone for grabbing onto that hope. And here, even when they're disagreeing, they're like, I understand where they're coming from here. But who would we be changing things for? Him or us? His death was no accident. He knew what he was doing. That's why I can't let anyone undo the past. Yeah, there's no clear right or wrong here. Everybody has their reasons for thinking and feeling the way that they do. I mean, there is technically a wrong here. And it's, you know, poor Yukari over there wanting to cling to the past, but... And, you know, not actually get them out of here, but still. She's not really depicted as being wrong or entirely spiteful. She's just a kid. She's just a kid who's grieving for someone she lost and not taking it well. Taking the keys by force so she can open the door to whatever she wants? Is that seriously her plan? You could never go along with something like that. Even if our time's running out, we can't move on if no one's gonna back down. I mean, this is a one-time deal. If you don't like the way things are going, what else are you gonna do? So we've gotta collect all the keys until everyone just calms down. Koromaru is studying Junpei closely. Seems he's going to help Junpei. He's a very good boy. I never want to feel that way again. When we fought Nyx, I couldn't move. All I could do was see his back. I'm not going to let that be my last memory of him. I'm going to take my chances, and I won't let anyone get in my way. As I said before, I will stand with Yukari. Does that seem odd to you? I agree with Yukari on some points. Furthermore, no matter what, we'll have to face you and Metis. I won't concede, so there's no need to hold back. Let's go. Check out Personas here. You seem quite upset. It's written in your face. I assume that your ordeal is not yet at an end, am I right? If so, then the best thing for you would be to face your frustration. Only by mastering yourself can you move forward without regrets. This is what you must do to find the answer to life that waits for you. It is the only way to reach the end that is in store. How may I help you? Once we leave here, I'll have everyone go separate ways. You won't see the other teams until it's time for battle. Are you ready? Yeah, I'm ready as I'm gonna be. Then follow me. Oh, this is pretty.
This place. Where is everyone else?
They're fine. They've gone their separate ways and they're waiting in different areas. You see the big door up ahead? There's an arena past that door. You'll be fighting them there. Your only goal is to collect the keys, so there's no need to take their lives as well.
So just beat them into submission. Got it.
But this is a real battle, and there will be consequences if they lose.
I have guns. If I shoot at my teammates, that's probably going to be a recipe for disaster, come to think of it.
Sister, are you listening?
Is there no way to avoid this?
Not as long as you have a key and they're after it.
But you promised me at the start that you wouldn't hurt my friends.
It'll all work out somehow, yeah.
I haven't forgotten, but this involves your life. I'll protect you, no matter what happens. I'll protect my sister.
Oh god, I'm going to have to just shoot them softly. I think, I don't know if I have a soft setting on these guns. I hope I do.
This is actually where I awakened.
You awakened in a really pretty place.
I wondered why this place existed. But now, I feel like this is what I was meant to do all along.
I hope we have enough mushy peas.
I can't explain why.
This is really pretty looking. We just admire the scenery here. Like, wow. Poor Metas got stymied by the stairs. Okay, come on. Yes.
This...
This is where you awakened?
Okay, this is a bit less pretty, but still cool. Yeah, exactly.
I gotta admit, this is a pretty appropriate place to settle stuff like this.
Yeah, seriously.
I was hoping to go up against Mitsuru's team first, but oh well.
I guess, Akihiko-senpai! Fuka-san.
Do you object to her acting as the mediator and backing up both sides?
No! You can't make a decision like that without me! Helping both sides, encouraging my friends to fight each other? I won't do such a thing!
But with your ability...
There's no need to worry about us when we're about to go at it. If you can't choose, side with Aegis. Her life could be at risk, right? So it's only fair that she gets a handicap with you.
Akihiko-senpai.
Let's get this over with.
Aegis-san, have you decided what you'll do if you get all the keys? I can't fight against...
Sorry, but if you haven't made up your mind by now, I can't let you have our keys.
Well then.
We'll see whose will is stronger.
If you don't take this seriously, you'll be hurt.
This won't satisfy anyone. Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
I need your help!
This song, by the way, is called Heartful Cry.
Persona!
When did you gain 2 levels? Not fair. You don't have that.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Why are you guys cheating?
Persona!
That was nothing.
I think both of these may be the case. Akihiko's probably going to be several levels higher.
Strong.
Several levels higher than I last had him. Because I'm pretty sure I left him at like either high 50s or low 60s. And yeah, look at that, level 77.
I won't hold back.
Haha! Ken, please.
I need your help! Persona!
Ooh!
All right. It's time to get serious.
I won't hold back.
Kinda hoping Akihiko does the dumb thing and goes for me with that power charge.
Persona!
Odds are I'm gonna block it.
Persona!
Damn it! Oh shit!
Persona!
Well then.
Here goes!
Oh, thank God. If he had crit me, I would have been very upset.
I need your help!
I won't hold back.
Haha. I am so glad my Cyball has null strike.
Persona! Persona!
I won't hold back.
There we go.
I won't give up.
Ken, you have like no health left. I can barely even see your health bar. It's a tiny sliver.
Persona! No!
Not bad, but I'm not going down.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Star.
I won't hold back.
Try.
Haha.
Alright, let's see how much power you really have! Persona!
Yeah, like, Fuka, can you pick up Ken and move him off the battlefield, please?
Persona!
He's comfy on the floor, I guess.
Persona! Firing!
Down he goes. I don't feel particularly good about that level up.
Akihiko-san! Hamada-san! What's happening?
I told you before, if they lose, there will be consequences.
These aren't the consequences I expected!
They haven't died. But they won't return to their original forms until the true key is forged. You can no longer avoid fighting.
I mean, we're well past that point.
No. You knew this would happen. Is that why you brought us here?
Yeah, seriously, Metis, come on! You could have told us this earlier!
What were you thinking?
It's because this must be my purpose here.
Metis, that doesn't excuse anything.
If the fires burn out, they won't be able to return to normal even if the key is forged.
That's something else that would have been nice to know beforehand!
We need to hurry, sister.
As if we weren't already under enough of a time crunch.
Don't call me sister anymore.
Oh, ouch.
Do you hate me now?
I mean, I'm a little bit pissed off at you right now for not telling me all of this before, and putting my friends' lives at risk.
I'll still fulfill my promise. No matter what, I will protect you, sister.
Yeah, that silence says everything. The battle is finally underway. To revive your defeated friends, you must see the fight through to the end. You decided to return to the lounge. I mean, this is also a legitimate reason to be pissed off. I guess? I'll protect you, sister. No matter what. Akihiko-senpai, Ken-kun, how could this happen? Let's go back down. there's no leveling up anywhere else, so, Let's get back to the Colosseum. I wonder who will be next.
Sup?
Oh, Koromaru's not happy about this.
Junpei-kun, Koro-chan.
Well, I guess I can see what's going on.
No matter who our opponent is, I won't let them have my sister's... Aigis' key.
I know. It's cool.
Oh, Junpei's cool about this.
You know, no matter which way this turns out, I just don't think Aigis can win against Yucatan right now. Sorry.
Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Then again, I don't think Yucatan's got it right either. Even if we go back to before the final battle, if we're still squabbling like this, I don't know, do you really see us being able to pull off a miracle and do things better than he could? Me, I think this is something we gotta take care of on our own.
Junpei-kun.
God, the character development on Junpei here. Junpei, I have mad respect for you.
I'm not as much of a hard ass as Akihiko-san, but I don't think we should mess with the past. Still, some things you just can't work out by talking about them. If neither side will give an inch, well, sometimes that's how things are gonna be. Right, little sis?
Oh, Junpei. Oh. Reasons why I love Junpei.
Junpei-san.
Alrighty then. Let's get it on. You better not throw this fight. Get ready, 'cause here I come!
Koromaru is fully prepared.
Don't we have any choice but to fight? Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Junpei is so good.
I need your help! Ah!
Chris McGinty!
Of course. Oh. Oh, that could actually be a bit troublesome.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
I need your help!
Ah, come on. Koromaru still seems healthy. No.
Ah!
Haha. Koromaru, don't like that.
Do you have a Mapatra gem for Metis?
I need your help! Ah!
Ah, screw you. anybody who knows fear. Ooh.
I need your help! Can't let my guard down.
Swear to God.
Nice!
Haha!
Persona!
Well, is probably not a good idea. Oromaru, I love you, but you're also kind of a pain in the butt right now.
I need your help!
Haha. Oh, you tricksy little mutt.
Take this!
Ouch. No, I don't like that. Switching to somebody who... Screw it.
Keep your guard up at all times! Persona!
Not getting wiped out by fire damage supersedes, I'm getting wiped out by fire damage and also, you know... Oh. Also being able to heal is nice. Don't like that.
Take this!
Come on, pup.
Persona!
Ouch!
Are you okay? Please be more careful.
I don't like this.
Persona!
Yeah, at least Metis is focusing on Koromaru. When she's, you know, not getting wiped out. Metis, get back up here and please keep wailing on Koro. Good dodge, Metis. can do you for a moment. Yeah, Spellmaster.
Persona!
Just use Thunder Rain.
Dude, you're pretty tough, Ai-chan, but you're not the only one.
Ouch! Oh, I swear to God. Ah, damn it! Well then. You can no longer stand. Aigis and Metis too, I'm sorry. Well, I won't take the key now. I mean, we're not trying to kill each other. Yeah, boy, time to go put an end to this. Sheesh, though, it ain't gonna be easy. I hate hitting girls. I had no idea this was an option. Past or the present? Which path was correct? Or was there another third way? Regardless, the choice is no longer yours to make. Your consciousness is fading. Yeah, good luck, Junpei! Wow, I had no idea that was actually an option. So I guess that AU idea I had was actually viable. A lot more viable than I realized. Okay, let's try that again, and, let's suck less. Yeah! Yeah, there's a bit of a snag in Junpei's plan. I'm sure Junpei would go on to do his best, but, yeah, I don't see it ending well for him. I'm gonna have to skip through this. Junpei, I love you, but we've been through this. I can't let you go deal with Yukari, Junpei, because you are going to lose. We all know this.
Right? You... Get ready, because here I come!
Don't we have any choice but to fight? Give me a second. I'll scan the target.
I need your help! Ah!
Trismegistus!
Give me a second. I'll scan the target.
I need your help!
Ha. Rather you followed that up from our associate's healthy? Good. I'd rather she had followed that up with a physical attack, but... Oh well. on, what? Come on. What the hell? Oh, come on! Okay, this is just taking the piss. The real reason my Igus kept losing. Oh, obviously it's gonna be nulled because the only way to take advantage of that is with Hama, and, you know, you can't insta-kill a boss, that wouldn't be fair. Yeah, that battle went a lot quicker than last time. I did not last nearly as long as I should have. I mean, true. But generally speaking, bosses null light and dark just as a matter of course, and I'm pretty sure Cora nulls light and dark in this fight. Well, I'm about to find that out, so...
Get ready, 'cause here I come!
Don't we have any choice but to fight? Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
And...
I need your help!
physical attacks are what really keep doing me wrong.
Persona!
Yeah, see? He knows light and dark. So I wouldn't be able to insta him. Junpei! Oh, but he can insta me if he wants. Thank God for homunculi!
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Do I have anybody with Maraku Pacha? Yeah, seriously! Marakunda, ooh. That might actually be useful.
I need your help!
Haha! You can double check that. Don't remember if anybody does. It's not Kali. Oh, that one is that one does not null it. Oh! Cybele does. And she's strong against fire. But the only one of her spells that is useful in this fight is Megidola, which eats through SP like nobody's business. But she's also a healing persona, which is helpful. Yeah, she does have myriad arrows. That's kind of a risky move with these two, because one, the other, or both of them have high counter. So there's a chance that they'll just reflect it back onto me. But I can't guarantee that. But it will do damage to them at least.
I need your help!
With a shot. Yeah, see? High counter. Ow.
Dude, you're pretty tough, Ai-chan, but you're not the only one.
Persona!
Apparently I'm doing some real damage to Junpei, though.
Persona!
God damn it! I was not expecting to have trouble with these two. Unfortunately, I can't just go and grind levels. Yeah, I'm not doing so well. My failures have a very high turnaround rate. Yeah, that's true. He did. Junpei is perfectly capable of kicking ass when he wants to. I hope I haven't gotten screwed over by virtue of being not... There's no skill cards in this game. Skill cards did not start being a thing until Portable. Or, well, 4. But that came out... But the Portable version is the one that actually has skill cards. Yes, very unfortunate. So, how are you on? Yeah. Cert at least nulls fire. And I've got healing items, so I can probably use those. And he's also got Mataru Kaja. So if I can at least up Metis's damage output, maybe I can kill them before they kill me again.
Even I don't me. Right?
I love you, Junpei, but I've been through this so many times already.
Get ready, 'cause here I come!
Don't we have any choice but to fight? Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
I need your help! Persona!
Yeah. Getting off to a great start. Ha! Maru, however, is smarter.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Take this! Thank you! Ah!
Please target me. Yes, good. I don't like that.
Take this! Thank you! Ah!
Dude, you're pretty tough, Ai-chan, but you're not the only one! Persona!
Whew. Who has blood? Ah, you do. Lowering my defenses for one moment.
Persona!
Okay, who we get down first? Just get one of them down. Actually, you know what?
Persona! Persona!
Persona!
Ha-ha!
I never thought I'd be on the receiving end of your gadgets again.
Well, I mean, that is a very handy, kind of loadout to, have.
Persona! Persona!
Yes!
Persona!
Oh, now you're being smart. No, Metis, I swear to God. Oh, thank God. RNGesus is being kinder to us this time around. I don't remember if Junpei used power charge, but
I need your help!
I'm going to assume he did.
Persona!
Aha!
This ain't good. I better go all out.
Please don't. Yes, good. This one has media iron on.
Persona!
Persona!
Oh, you rude little bastard. Haha.
Careful! Metis can't use her persona.
Well, my fire resistance is nullified right now, but switching to him anyway. There's always that one element that you end up overlooking.
I need your help! Persona!
Junpei, go down already.
Nice try.
Haha. I see you have a preference there.
Firing!
Ha! Something that is single target. Okay. I still have.
You won't escape!
So you're saying the game has a preference? Oh, come on, Koromaru. Food dog.
Take this!
Bones. You have a Koromaru?
Persona!
You'd think so, but that is interesting. And you know what?
Understood. I need your help!
Gotta get her down again. Oh, thank God.
Let's get this started. Ah!
Please get him. Ah, come on. Oromaru. Cooperate, please.
Firing! Ah!
Oh, yeah.
You won't escape!
So Koromaru just went from, oh, he's still healthy to, he's getting tired.
Ah!
Oh, that is very interesting. Ooh, wow. I'm so glad I put her in her GM mode.
You won't escape!
Yep.
Ah!
That is interesting.
I need your help!
Healing is more important.
Systems
Oh dear.
shutting down.
Oh crap.
Persona!
Oh, thank God.
You won't escape!
Yep.
Persona!
Okay.
Persona! Persona! Persona!
Koromaru seems to be. Oh! Oh! I feel bad now.
Patra gem for Metis?
You have one that. Let's see. Screw it.
Take this!
Yeah, I don't want to beat you up anymore.
You won't escape!
Oh, oh, oh! Now he's down. Thanks for leveling up, Addis.
Junpei-kun, Koro-chan.
You guys kept kicking my ass, and now I'm really genuinely worried about this next fight with Yukari and Mitsuru.
All of us, we were searching for the same thing. Our bonds were so strong, and yet...
The next battle will be the last one. If we win, there will be no one left who can take your key.
Is this... right? I can't stand it any longer. This is wrong.
Yeah, at least we won't have to worry. At least the two characters who have instant death attacks are ones we've already fought.
I can't accept either meddling with the past or proceeding blindly in the present. It scares me, too, to think about dying. But does that justify hurting the ones who are precious to you? If this has to continue, I'm not going to be part of it. I'll end all this by giving my key to Yukari-san and Mitsuru-san.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
No! You can't do that or you'll...
We don't know for sure whether or not that will happen. And I won't accept your input on this. It's my decision.
Wait! Don't go! I had a premonition. I wasn't hiding who I am. I really don't know anything about myself. About a month ago, I woke up here, all alone. You asked me about when I discovered my emotions, but I don't have any memories. I only knew two things when I woke up. First, that I had a sister somewhere in the world who understood me. And second, a strong premonition that if I didn't do something, that sister would die soon. At first I thought it would happen because of the abyss of time. But that wasn't it. I understand now. The power you've gained comes at the cost of your death.
The cost of my death. The answer to life.
I went to see you so I could save you, but I ended up causing the power to awaken. That's why I made up my mind I'd do anything to protect you. Even if it meant you'd hate me for it. You're all I have in the world.
Metis. There was a time when I felt the same way about someone. But I still can't hurt the people who gave me my heart. Even if the end result of this power is death.
I don't want you to die! If you're not gonna give in, you still don't need to throw your life away. If you end up losing your key, I'll give you my life. don't want you to die and leave me behind. I'd rather give my life and be alone. That way, I can always stay with you.
What are you saying?
Please don't leave me behind!
Oh, Metis.
Metis. It's okay. I'm sorry. I won't leave you. I thought I knew all too well the pain of being left behind. You show me so many things that I'd let myself forget. Igus. Because our bonds are so strong, there's no solution to this where no one gets hurt. There's no easy way out. If I gave up without making a decision, I'd be running away from the pain my friends must still face. I think I was running away from life again. I need to make a choice. I care about him as much as anyone else. Fuka-san, there's something I want you to hear. Huh? You too, Metis.
Deciding what was most precious was a difficult process. The time has come when you're forced to face the truth and make your choice. I decided to return to the lounge. Everyone will turn back after the next battle, right? And I'm going to make my stand and support you, I guess. The way you chose, I think it's the best one. Sister, It's alright. Thank you. You're right. I understand now how it would feel for someone important to you to die. And yet, you tried to eliminate everyone when this started. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Metis is crying. Oh, honey. I'd mash X, but not in this menu. But man, I'd be mashing X if it would let me, if it would let me, hug. Well, let's hope Yukari and Mitsuru don't kick my ass several times over.
Igus. It's strange. I kinda wanna say, long time no see to you guys. Yukari-chan. You know, I had a feeling a while back that something like this might happen.
There are 4 lit flames. This battle will determine which side gains the true key. Well, have you made your choice? Tell me that you didn't defeat the others without a clear objective.
Well, I mean, when I defeated them, I was still indecisive, but, now I know what I'm doing.
Yes, I've made my decision. I know what I want to do. There was something crucial that I hadn't known. But my sister revealed it to me.
Aww.
To care about someone dear to you. To strengthen the bonds of friendship. That doesn't necessarily mean that the pain of living will stop. Sister. If something's precious, you don't want to lose it. If someone's dear, it's painful to part with them. Loss can hurt, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I too have something important. That's why I'm willing to fight you two now.
I guess.
You sound like you're back to your usual self again. You know, I have to say, you've been a little out of it lately. It was kinda disappointing, because you were acting all mechanical, like when you first got to the dorm. But now, I'd say you've got more life in you than ever. Yukari-san. All the same, I can't give in either. I'm not gonna lose this battle, no matter what. Get ready, 'cause I'm gonna tear you apart!
Wow, geez, calm down there, Yukari.
Show me your resolve.
This is the last battle. If we win... Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
I need your help! Persona!
Since when do you have that? Oh, Jesus!
Are you okay? Please, be more careful.
Persona! Persona!
Yeah, seriously. See, when Mitsuru does Tentarufu, I'm expecting it. When Junpei does Tentarufu, I'm like, what are you doing? Where did you get that?
Here goes!
Where did you get that?
I summon thee!
Oh, come the fuck on! I hate you both. This is why she kept losing, because they kept pulling out moves that they shouldn't have had. I guess. You've won, Yukari. You'll get what you wished for. Are you going to take her key? That almost seems worse. Out of here. It would be nice if they would stop pulling out moves that they shouldn't have. It's very rude. Sorry guys, I gotta mash through this.
Well, tell...
But that
Look, that's...
you know, it was, but
Get ready, cause I'm gonna tear you apart!
Show me your resolve.
This is the last battle. If we win... Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Persona!
Metis is still panicked.
I need your help!
I won't hold back.
Persona! What's the matter? Is that all you've got?
I summon thee!
I need your help!
Metis is still panicked. Persona!
Yes, I know. Ah, good.
Here goes! I summon thee!
How'd that go for you? Oh, come on.
Take this! Thank you! Persona!
Yeah, I'm not taking any chances with that. Aha!
I can't lose! I will not lose! Persona! I summon thee!
Nothing. If she had successfully Tentarafu'd me, I would have been very upset.
Persona!
Ha! Okay.
I knew you wouldn't be an easy opponent.
Let's go!
Oh, I don't like that.
Persona!
Taking any chances?
Impressive, but I'll fight to the bitter end.
Let's go!
It's not gonna work. Oh, damn. Okay, okay, okay!
You okay? Please be more careful.
Okay! Okay!
I need your help! Let's go!
Stop that.
Take this! Let's go!
Stop that. Don't like that. You.
I need your help! Let's go!
Stop that.
Persona! Persona! Let's go!
Please finish her off.
Persona!
It's not gonna matter in a turn. Ha! Whew, there we go. I did it! And it only took 2 tries that time.
Take mine too, I guess. I agree with you the most, so... everyone!
It may sound strange to hear, but I'm so glad that you're all safe.
So, what are you gonna do with that key?
Yukari, come on!
That was a nice speech back there, but you still haven't made a real decision, huh?
I'm not sure eating the key is going to be a good idea.
Then give it to me! Give me that key!
Yukari, come on.
Yukari-chan!
It's no use. Only my sister can use the true key now.
I don't think that would help either.
I want to see him!
Oh.
I made a promise to him, too! I promised that I'd try my best to change this world so that people would stop wishing for the fall. It wasn't like yours. It was something I promised myself while holding his cold hand. That's why I decided to put the past behind me and look forward.
Yukari-san.
But I can't. I can't be that person. I want to see him. I don't care about anything else. I just want to see him again.
Oh, sorry.
Yukari-san.
Yukari. There's no way to truly put the past behind you. In the end, you only succeed in running from it. It's painful to face, but if you don't, your wounds will never heal.
So if I keep facing it, someday everything will be okay.
Yeah, that's valid. Like, yeah, I sympathize with Yukari's pain here, but she's definitely still being an ass. She's not handling it well. And, like, I'm half expecting Mitsuru to end up slapping her in the face at some point during this.
Eventually I'll forget all about him or stop caring. Like that's ever gonna happen. No one knows that better than us.
You're right. But can't we be there for you when things are at their worst?
Yeah. Like, her grief explains why she's being an ass, but it's definitely not an excuse. Grief is ugly, and it can make people act out.
The way you were there for me last year.
Huh?
That may not have been what you meant at the time. But even now, I consider your being at my side last year as one of the most cherished moments of my life. That's why, when we lost him without being able to thank him, I swore deep down, if something ever happened to make you suffer, I'd put my own feelings aside and stand with you.
Oh, Mitsuru.
Mitsuru-senpai.
Yukari, to lose someone you had such a strong bond with is agony, but there's no need to suffer alone. You have us with you. Isn't that the whole point of forming such bonds?
Yeah, honestly. Mr. Atlas, what do you mean they aren't dating?
Yukari-san, I understand your feelings. Ever since I was born, I have spent all my time thinking about him. So, I suggest we see it, to find out once and for all what he left for us. We still don't know the real reason behind his death. Without knowing that reason, I can't decide what is right. That's why I would like to see the past again, before using this key. To see the truth of what happened, the moment he used his power.
Huh? Can we really do that?
I don't see why not. We've already experienced the past here many times.
You mean those doors that lead to the past? But they all disappeared. There aren't any left. The only way back to the past is the door to his room, and we know we don't want to use the key on that.
No, there's one more door.
That's right! The door that leads to Polonium Mall.
Huh.
The doors reflect the minds of those who enter them. If our wish is strong enough, we should be able to use that door to look into the past.
I see. Good thinking. How about it, everyone?
Sounds like it's worth a try.
What's wrong?
I was just thinking, there's nothing left for me to do. And I'm sure none of you would want me along. I did some horrible things to you.
Dude, what are you talking about? We all got ourselves into this mess. You don't have to be so hard on yourself.
Don't you remember? I told you that I wouldn't leave you behind.
No.
Jeez, if you'd been like that from the start, things would have been a lot smoother.
Yeah, we did just finish beating the crap out of each other, so I think we're all good here.
Still, we're pretty lucky there's one door left. It's a real lifesaver, huh?
Now that you mention it, that is strange. Once a door's purpose has been fulfilled, it disappears. If that door's purpose is to prepare for battle, it should have vanished once the battles were over. Our fight afterward was just bickering between ourselves.
There's only one logical conclusion. If that door's role is to allow us to prepare for battle, and it hasn't yet disappeared, doesn't it follow that there's still an enemy left to defeat? Our feelings are the reason for all of this. And what Aigis proposed relates directly to the core of our pain. We should probably expect to encounter something unknown.
Then, what now? Should we find another plan?
If what Mitsuru-senpai says is true, we have to go. Right?
Only one door remains. I decided to head for the door leading to the past Polonia Mall.
Let's go.
I mean, I'd like to save in case we get our asses kicked, but, okay.
This... What is this? This was never here before.
I guess saving is overrated, yeah.
I see the ordeal awaiting us was no mere speculation. We should come back here once we've prepared for battle.
Oh, good, it will let me save.
Fine with me. No matter what the truth is, we'll finally get to see it with our own eyes.
Door that appeared in the Desert of Doors leads to the final ordeal. The answers you've sought for so long wait beyond. You should take all possible measures before confronting it. Decided to return to the lounge. Is everyone ready? It all comes down to this. Gotcha. Alright! This is just like back in January when we were up against Nyx! Well, we are going to the moment when it was sealed. Probably really will see Nyx there. But what kind of ordeal is this going to be? Another huge shadow? Doesn't matter. Whatever comes at us, we're taking it down. Ruff! I'll back you up with everything I have. You can deal with whatever's beyond that door, I know it. Well, I guess I'm counting on you. The real reason he died. Thought I was over it, but maybe I was just avoiding the truth. I'm gonna face it head on now, for his sake and mine. So what level are you? 56! Yeah, I think I know what party I'm gonna bring. I don't really have much. I haven't really left myself with much of a choice. I'm not sure I can just go. I don't think I can just go and level everybody up. Yeah, seriously! Of Koromaru is excited since the final battle is just ahead. Feels though you can understand Koromaru's feelings a little better than before. I don't have any right to say anything bad about Meta-san. While I was fighting you two, I remembered something. What it's like to believe it's okay to hurt someone else if it's for someone really important to you. Such an idiot. Of all people, I should have understood how she felt. Aw. Okay, I'll do my best. I think it's actually a good thing you beat me, I guess. If I'd won and went to the past upset as I was, I think I might have made some new regrets. Still haven't been able to sort out my feelings, but thanks, I guess. Alright. I snuck a peek and your sister's just as hot as you, I guess. I never realized it till now. It is the matter of that lid thing on her face, but it's like a veil. A hidden face drives guys wild. Junpei, no. You've really done your best as leader all this time. We allowed ourselves to grow apart, and now we're slowly coming back together. In no small part thanks to you. You have my gratitude. You were cool up until you started talking about metas like that. I guess, thank you. If it wasn't for you, as important as this was, I think I would have just gone along with the others. Once we get through this last ordeal, all that's left is to use the true key and... Well, you'll be alright even if you use the true key, right? Nothing will happen to you, right? Don't worry. You're right, it's nothing to worry about. But for a moment, there's a cold sweat down my back. I'm starting to understand a few things. The reason why I don't know anything about myself, and why the sister I just met is so important to me, and who I really am. Yeah, you missed the protagonist fight. That was the first thing I did. You came in, like, right after that, unfortunately. Well, I can clip it after the stream, and, you'll be able to go back and see what you missed. We're probably also going to clip the Junpei and Koromaru fight. Because, oh boy, the number of times I died during that. Okay. Time to go through the final door. This is the very last door. Are you ready? Yep. Hell yeah! And if I end up going a little bit over, then that's just how it's gonna be.
This place.
This feeling. This is where the last battle was.
Hey, I can move.
I said before, if it's a past that everyone experienced, then you can actually interact with it. The same as that shopping mall.
Wait, everyone? But you weren't here for this.
It's probably because
Nyx. And that must be...
What is this?
This is his life essence. As you can see, this is what happened. He himself became the Great Seal. But relinquishing one's life essence means death for a human. He must have already found it, his own answer to life.
The answer to life.
I don't think he has any regrets. He managed to keep his promise to you all before his consciousness faded away.
His promise? You mean to meet up on graduation day?
Wait a sec. How do you know about that promise?
How? I just know. I'm probably just like Nyx and the seal this person became. Something that belongs on this side. Nyx's awakening means the destruction of everything. But think about it. If she's that powerful, how was she contained before he became the seal?
Well, someone else must have.
What about before humans ever existed?
What are you getting at?
As I understand it, Nyx is neither hostile nor malevolent. A seal really isn't necessary.
What? Are you saying he did all this for no reason?
Not at all. What he was really trying to accomplish was...
Whoa! What the?
Everyone, look!
Isn't a shadow. So many. All those peoples.
As I thought, the seal's real purpose. It wasn't to hold back Nyx. It was a seal so that it couldn't be touched.
What do you mean?
That monster isn't a shadow. It's the accumulated malice that came from the hearts of countless living people. All of them, deep down, are calling Nyx.
That can't be.
Last December, I too wished to learn death. It's probably true that people in town are wishing to touch it somewhere in their hearts. There is only one thing that differentiates life from stillness. It's that we die. That's all there is.
I think I understand. When your life loses its meaning, the fact of death can be kind of comforting. That lurking malice we're unaware of is strong enough to give birth to such a huge monster. And maybe that's just how it is these days.
What's it doing? Why the hell is it after us?
It wants my sister! She has the same power as the one who created the seal! Don't tell me you're going to fight that thing! It's impossible! It's just too big!
Hey, we fought Nyx already. We can take it.
This is a battle we can't run from. The feelings that gave birth to this abomination were inside me as well. Because I couldn't accept reality, I foolishly sought solace in a past filled with death and strife. There's no mistaking it. This monster is the reason for all our troubles.
You got that right. If we run away from this, we're off to a lousy start for our future.
That's what I think, too. This was already a battle against myself.
I won't let myself run this time. He's watching us, and I won't let him down.
Sucks to be you, big guy. 'Cause we ain't gonna lose. Let's do this!
Sister?
Don't worry. This thing can't stop us. To go on living is to not give in to your own weakness. Let's win this for a new beginning tomorrow.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target. Persona!
Oh, hell yeah. It's very neat looking. It's got a kick-ass boss theme.
Jeez, that one's...
Come on.
Watch it. Light won't work on the enemy. Persona!
This is gonna be a tough fight.
Leave it to me. I need your help.
Oh, come on.
Hang in there. Persona!
Screw you. Yeah, seriously.
Yukari-chan is seriously hurt.
I understand.
Persona!
That wasn't good.
Oh, wait, he has it now. You're right.
Persona! Persona!
That wasn't good.
I won't lose. Lame. Persona!
Aha.
What is that light? I don't like the looks of it. I don't know anything about that attack. Be careful.
Obviously, they felt it was necessary.
Understood.
Leave it to me.
I understand.
Go hog fucking wild, guys.
Up here! I won't lose! Persona!
Ah, come on. Ah, nuts. Ah, nuts!
Watch this. I'll show you my true power! Persona!
Don't like this.
Are you okay?
Do not like this one bit.
I'll show you my true power! Ah!
Swear to God, if I lose this. Oh, come on. No! Oh, this is gonna be a bitch. It's not like I can go back and level grind.
This.
And
Ah, good, I can skip it. Oh, thank God.
What?
He. I'm. If. A.
Whoa! What the?
Every. What?
there's no.
If we...
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Persona!
Watch it. Light
won't work on the enemy.
Of course.
Leave it to me. I understand. Persona! That wasn't good. I won't miss. Persona! Sorry, John!
Yeah, it is kind of a nuisance. And it's kind of one of the problems of this era of game. Like, you can't just skip through a cutscene.
Persona!
They give you a really cool, interesting cutscene that you can't skip over the next 12 times you have to go through it because you keep dying.
I can't lose!
Like, more recent games, they've been better about that. I mean, Persona 5 had the ability to skip cutscenes, which is very helpful. Though I didn't die very often, so I never really had much need to make use of that particular function.
Take this! Persona!
Ouch!
Persona!
I'm just gonna keep plunking away. I'm gonna hope that... Oh, come on.
That wasn't good.
Just gonna leave healing to Ken and Yukari. They got this.
I won't lose. Persona!
What is that light? I don't like the looks of it. I don't know anything about that attack. Be careful.
I understand.
Everybody go hog wild.
I need your help! Up here! I'll show you my true power! Ah!
Oh, that is rude. Ken's fine now.
Persona!
Ken has nothing to fear from that.
Watch this. I'll show you my true power! Ah!
I can live with poison.
I need your help!
Its power has dispersed. We stopped the attack.
Oh, hell yeah.
I think it can't move. This is your chance.
Up here!
Go hog wild, everybody.
I'll show you my true power! Ah!
Understood.
Leave it to me.
I understand.
Persona! I won't lose! Persona!
Okay.
I understand.
Leave it to me.
Understood.
Persona!
To Yukari to heal.
I'll show you my true power.
Don't like that.
Someone help Metis! Be careful! Metis is badly hurt.
Honestly, yeah. Like, I'm sure this boss probably isn't as physically huge as the perspective makes it look.
That wasn't good.
Oh, thank you, Ken.
Here!
Ooh, good. Yeah! Oh, how far technology has come in the past, like, decade plus between those games.
I need your help!
Yeah! Taller than a fucking skyscraper.
I need your help!
Oh, come on.
That wasn't good.
Hang in there!
Aha. Perfect timing, Metis.
The flow of power. Be careful! It's going to use that attack again.
Leave it to me!
I need your help!
Watch this!
Beat the crap out of it.
I'll show you my true power! Persona!
Hey now.
Attack weakened! Please be careful!
Now's a good time to be thinking of using these.
Watch this! I'll show you my true power! Persona!
to certain Matar Kajang. I don't really care too much about Super Kaja.
Agility down! Please be careful! Attack weakened! Please be careful!
More about doing
I
damage.
need your help! Watch this! I'll show you my true power! Ah! Its power has dispersed. We stopped the attack. Agility down! Please be careful!
Oh yeah, definitely.
Understood. Leave it to me! I understand.
Like, I'm sure if you actually, I'm sure if you could actually see the, models to scale, Erebus would probably be a whole lot less impressive than, this angle would imply. Probably still big, but... what was I using? Ah, loading.
I need your help! I won't lose!
When you have Ken running up like that, it's like still significantly larger than him, but oh dear.
Be careful! Metis is badly hurt! I understand. Leave it to me! Understood. I need your help!
Yeah, same.
Wasn't good.
Like, I'd love to see what kinds of tweaks they do to the models, and also just to and what kinds of tweaks they'd allow themselves to make to the battle system. Oh jeez, it really has it out for Yukari right now, doesn't it?
Persona! That wasn't good.
Yes, exactly.
I can't lose!
Imagine if this guy were, like, actually, you know, taking up a huge chunk of the screen and we were kind of just slashing at its fucking wrists, I guess? Wrist ankles? It's using its hands as feet.
I need your help!
I just realized that it's got no feet. It's just got hands.
Take this! Jeez, that one's fast!
Like, this thing's hand should... One of this thing's hands should be big enough to, you know, wrap entirely around one of us. Oh dear.
Metis is still frozen! I need your help!
She'll be fine.
Hang in there!
Aha! Got Erebus on the ropes. That's not gonna save you, buddy. You know how this goes already.
Leave it to me! I need your help! Up here! I'll show you my true power! Persona!
with that.
Use Patra or Me
I
Patra
need
on
your
Metis.
help! Watch this.
We're busy trying to get, interrupt the attack, Luca.
Its power has dispersed. We stop the attack.
Understood. Leave it to me. I understand. Persona!
Almost got it. Ah, come on.
I'll show you my true power.
Yeah, seriously. Ah, come on.
Cancun's in trouble. Cancun can't move. He's been shocked.
Leave it to me. Understood. I need your help!
It's probably about to become a moot point, but...
Watch this. Take this!
Haha!
Let's get this started. Persona!
Oh, come on! So close, come on! You have like 2 pixels left.
That wasn't good.
How are you not dead yet?
I won't miss.
Ha! Finally!
Ha! How do you like them apples? We already saved the world once. This was just our encore.
Wow! We really won!
See? I told you.
But will it be enough? For that monster to truly disappear, everyone's feelings must change.
To stop the heart's yearning for destruction, it's a formidable task. People try to keep death at bay, but without it, they lose sight of life. It may be that there's no way to fully eliminate this monster.
No. I'm sure we can do it. I guess. We can all change someday. As long as we're alive, it can happen. After all, even I was able to do it.
You got that right.
If we want the world to change, we have to believe it'll happen. People aren't that hopeless. We should know that already.
Hey, I guess... I need to apologize to you. I said some really horrible things. I think it really bothered me, the way you received the same power that he had. All I could think was, why wasn't it me? It was jealousy, plain and simple.
Yukari's son.
But really, it wasn't because you were the chosen one or anything. It was because of the way you felt. You really never do stop thinking about him. We all wanted to protect him, but out of all of us, you must have felt the strongest. If there wasn't a seal, the world would soon yearn for Nyx again. That's why he's here. For us. Even if we went back to before the last battle, the world wouldn't be saved unless he did the same thing. I can't believe I didn't see it before. If there was an easier way, he would have taken it.
Yukari.
Still sad, but if I think of him as protecting us forever, it helps a lot.
Me too. I feel like I can breathe easier now that I know what really happened to him.
Yeah, now that we know the truth, I feel like the blinders have been removed.
All we could do before was see him go. But now, I finally feel like we've gotten closer to him.
Aegis, let's use that key and go back to our time. I'm ready to start the morning of April 1st. Of course.
Well then, I guess if you would.
Right. There's something I have to say, but I'm not sure how to put it. I'm really happy to have known all of you.
A lot's happened in the past few days. But over time, it'll make our friendship stronger, you know? But hey, don't say it like that. It sounds like you're saying your goodbyes.
You're right. I see. Friendship. What gives you life? What makes you realize you're alive? If it isn't just death, if there's something else. It could be friendship. Is this the answer to life I'm supposed to find?
Paimon says yes.
Congratulations, sister.
Where am I? Huh? What is this place?
Hey, wait a second. What's going on here? This isn't the front of the dorm.
Yeah, it is kind of a shame that he doesn't appear in this game.
Everyone, what's going on?
There is no need to worry. I only summoned you here that we might say our farewells. I am rather surprised, though. I did not expect your friends to follow you here. It seems the power of the wild card within you has influenced them as well.
Huh? Igus, you know them?
Yeah, they've just been helping me fuse new personas this whole time.
This is where those who are about to awaken to their power receive guidance. My sister and your friend were guests here.
Wait, how come you're standing there smiling like you know it all?
Don't you remember what I said before? My place is here, on the other side. The abyss of time will soon disappear. Time will flow again, and you will return to your daily lives. Congratulations, sister, and the rest of you as well.
Metis.
Sister, you said before that you promised to protect him. If you've truly come to appreciate your ties to others, I think you can still keep that promise.
What?
Someday, when more people come to realize that, the world will stop yearning for Nyx. And that monster will be vanquished. For that day to come, your every action will be important. Isn't that another way of protecting your friend?
I can still keep my promise?
Metis, who are you really? Won't you tell us?
I think she's the other me. I couldn't bear the pain of losing him, so I wished to be a mere machine again. You must be the part of myself I wished away. My lonely sister, always afraid of being left alone. You came to help me acknowledge and confront the pain of living. I finally understand. I only wish I had realized it much sooner.
Sister. All life shares a sea deep within its soul. I think that's where I came from. Your heart is connected to that sea as well. You're truly alive now. From now on, we'll always be together. Sister, I'm coming home.
Welcome back. I feel tired. I haven't felt this way in a while. When I went back to being a machine, I no longer required sleep.
It seems our guest has safely reached her destination. Her answer to life.
Answer to life?
Please, tell me. Now that I've found my answer, is my life at its end?
End? What? Huh? What do you mean?
I guess.
It's strange. I feel so satisfied.
I guess you're not... No! This isn't happening!
I think I'm finally at peace with losing him. Odd. For some reason, the tears are only now coming. I should have attended his farewell. I was so foolish, locking myself away. Looking back, I remember that Metis would cry. To think I had discarded such a basic emotion.
You've completed your ordeal splendidly and come to the end of your journey. And now we must part.
Aigis! Hey, you can't be serious!
Aigis! It's all right. Don't worry.
No! Aigis!
You know, I think you can spread the message now. Not with words alone, but with everyone's passion and strength. If you could do that, he wouldn't have to bear the burden all alone, would he?
And that's the weather. At the tone, the time will be midnight. Good evening. It is now April 1st. Here's a recap of the news from the 31st.
What?
When did we fall asleep?
Huh? What? Wait! Is this?
What is it, Korra-chan?
Weren't we gathered around the entrance, talking about some kind of key?
That's right. But it looks like everything's okay now. The outside world is back to normal. We can leave any time.
So, the abyss of time has disappeared.
The date! It's April 1st!
So, that means we're saved, right? Woohoo! About damn time!
Igus, wake up! We're safe! Come on, Igus.
Wait a second. After we opened the front door with the key, we were brought to that room that looked like an elevator. And while we were there, Igus-san...
Hey, Igus. How long are you gonna lie there? Wake up! Igus!
Mitsuru-senpai!
It's too early to reach any conclusions. Let's carry her to her room for now. We can keep an eye on her condition with the equipment there.
Damn it. She's not waking up.
How's it look, Fuka?
Don't worry, I've used the system a number of times before. The equipment should be set up already, so...
If only it wasn't so late at night. I'm sorry. I tried contacting the lab, but I doubt they'll be sending anyone right away.
Yeah, seriously, her wardrobe is all just the school uniform. How many of these does she go through?
Well, I've almost got the bioscan unit online.
Is that it?
I don't think that was Aki.
Yes, her vital signs are up on screen. Let's see. No, this is awful.
Did you find something?
Her synaptic circuits, they're completely burned out. There was some sort of massive system overload that took her way over capacity. It's probably related to her new ability to use multiple personas.
Burned out? But they can fix her, right?
It's easy to replace the faulty parts, but... she'll no longer be the Igus we all know.
No. Igus.
Hmm?
I guess just like, huh? Did you guys call me?
Did you call me?
Igus!
Has something happened?
Jeez, you had us worried sick, sleepyhead. You took so long to wake up, we thought you might have died.
But how could this be? Her synaptic circuit shouldn't even be receiving power. It's as if... she's really alive. Oh, I'm so sorry to have worried you all.
Yep, she is.
I was having a dream. The first one in some time. Memories of time I spent with everyone and... strength of heart when united is barred by no door. Oh, it's nothing. Sorrowful partings only show us the weight of our relationships. But the joy of living comes from those who care about you. I'm a very lucky person.
I guess. We were so close to each other. We suffered over the same things. I feel pretty stupid now. I wonder why we both thought we were all alone. I guess we're more like each other than we thought.
Whew. Well, looks like it all came out okay. Man, I was pretty freaked out there for a while, but I think we got our happy ending.
Yeah, looks that way. I'm bushed.
Oh, crap. Now that we're not in any danger, I'm about to pass out. Maybe I can sleep standing up.
Oh, Junpei-kun.
Very well. Let's go back to our rooms and rest until morning. If there's anything left to do. Actually, there is one thing I'd like to announce. About collecting everyone's evoker. I'm thinking of calling that off. Our ordeal has given me a lot of food for thought. My own way of running away may have been to try to collect these and put them away, forever. But even if there are no shadows left, the battle against ourselves is ongoing. Each of you should hold on to yours.
Until the day when everyone can change. Right?
The next morning.
Let's see. I already shipped my large luggage. Did I forget anything?
That was my contact. The car they sent for us will arrive shortly.
What, are you taking everyone else along for the ride too?
Their new dorms are on the way to the lab. It'll be a quick stop. I thought we might as well travel together, since we're all here. It would be dull otherwise.
Aww.
Where on earth is Junpei? I told him not to be late.
Junpei-kun?
Oh, Junpei.
Ah, let him be. He's probably trying to carry everything at once. Same thing happened last year.
Oh, but that sounded like it really hurt.
Yeah, please don't break everything on the way out.
Ow! My face. I hope no one saw that.
You'll be fine.
Are you all right? Jeez, what a way to end this.
Ah, there's our ride. Well then, shall we be off?
I actually have a favor to ask.
What is it?
I know it might not be possible because it's so sudden. But is there some way that I can back out of returning to the lab? Before, I thought there was nothing left for me to protect. No reason to live. But now that I see otherwise, I'd like to go back to school with Yukari-san and everyone.
I guess.
I want to continue to experience new things with you all. Is it too late?
Even if I wanted to place you back in, I'm no longer involved with Gekukan High.
Lady Mitsuru, your transportation has arrived.
Thank you.
Senpai.
I'm sorry for the sudden change in plans, but our destination is now the school's Tatsumi Hall. The transfer to the lab has been cancelled.
Then, Senpai,
Now that's more like it.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be able to stay with you all.
I'm still kinda sad to leave this place behind.
Yes, but change is part of life.
Hey, I guess, if you're gonna live in the dorms, you wanna be my roommate? I mean, you need one, right? But hey, no need to be so formal. We are friends, aren't we?
Yeah, you're right.
And there we have it. The end of the answer. Atlas does as they please. And that's the game. I have successfully completed the entire game. Atlas will hurt us as much as they want. Yeah, that's Persona 3 done. Now to just count down the days until Persona 5 Royal comes out. Thanks all of you for joining me on the stream. Yep. We can fight him again without him without him, you know, dissolving away into nothing at the end of the fight. Hopefully. This will run through to the end, and then call it a night. Yeah, just a little bit unhealthy. And thank you all for coming, and hope you all have a good night. See you guys next week.